Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3 Life in the Times of Coronavirus. Well, we're going to be Rift running today. I've been pretty much confined to this room for the last week, and I suspect I'm going to be staying here for the foreseeable future while I keep away from the ugly plague-ridden masses out there. So hopefully I'll have a chance to actually get through the season journey this time all the way up to Guardian level. We're going to be running Rifts today, mostly to work on our, try and get our legendary gems that we need. I want to get Ice Blink. That's really what I'm aiming for at the moment. The other thing that I thought we might want to do is head and do the Key Wardens, just so that we can start potentially crafting up a Hellfire Amulet, but it's likely to be a bit terrifying at Torment 5, so I'm going to hold off on the moment until we've actually got some gems to kind of give us a little bit of a reinforcement. We're not massively flush with cash at the moment, so I think we're just going to be running regular Greater Rifts rather than empowered ones, but that's totally fine. And of course we're keeping with our Veers combination one for the moment. You know what, let's up the ante on this one. Yeah, we're about to run out, so maybe one or two more. Let's get out of the way of that. That was alright. It's kind of like a mini shrine that we've got built into our character. I'm seriously excited about us getting the first pieces for our actual set. It's going to be really cool being able to switch over. We're not there yet, but as soon as we are, you know we're going to start using it. Just a little bit too far out of range for what I was trying to do there. And we're a little bit low on resources. Oh, hello, you. Get a power pylon as well, but I mean, that's like massively excessive. Okay, try and make it back as far as possible before it all wears off. Power pylon and the bane of the powerful and Archon meant we were doing a ton of damage in all that. Oh no, don't want to be standing right in the middle. Pushed the wrong button, which does happen occasionally from time to time. Normally it's not fatal. That's why I like to have at least one or two get out of death free things around. Sometimes it's all about making yourself invulnerable for a second. Sometimes it's all about running away really quickly. And sometimes it's the actual cheat death skill. But for wizards, it's really not the greatest. I mean, it'll help in a pinch, certainly, but should not be relied upon. Right, let's start stonking our way through all this. Nothing really down here. Yeah, definitely right to teleport back out of that. I am thinking that maybe I should move my teleport onto my Hydra key, just so that I don't teleport as I'm coming out while trying to do an explosion in Archon mode. Because I could see that happening and getting me killed without without it being, well, I mean, with it being my fault, but without it being intentional in terms of navigation. Right, where am I going? Am I going up there? I think I'm going up this one. We're almost ready to go again in terms of Archon mode. I'd like something that's actually worth fighting, though. It doesn't really look like we got much around here, so we'll just finish these guys off, move into the next area, and oh, this will be good. Channeling Pollen is going to allow us to move much faster. And go straight back into Archon mode again. Of course, I should have thought about that beforehand. Tethris. Lovely to see you, but really not going to be that effective. So we've got the Gem of Vivacious Toxin. It's an okay one. We're not planning on using that today, so we'll just carry on with our Bane of the Disappointing.
I am returning to town.
And overall, that's not bad. We didn't get anything worthwhile out of that, unfortunately. Did get a couple of levels though. And we're like a fraction away from the next level up. In terms of Death's Breath, we don't have enough to do any upgrades. As you might remember, we did a whole bunch of grafting last time, and it went incredibly well for us. Like, oh my god, so well. So back in we go. Let's put it up a little bit. I mean, I obviously don't want to be super cocky. But I also don't want to just like sit on my laurels and be, oh no, it's too scary to push any further. No, it's got to be kind of like a happy medium, and by a happy medium, I need to be scaring myself with what we're doing. And I'm sure that's going to happen, don't worry. Unfortunately, the speed pylon does mean we drain our resources quite a bit faster. Channeling pylon is definitely a better one for us. I mean, this is good. We get to run around a bit, and you know, it's nice being fast and zoomy, but bang! Channeling pylon, great. Just keep moving, keep the killing going. Yeah, straight back in. Really, the channeling pylon is precisely what we want in any one moment in time. Probably left a few behind, but I want to speed through and take advantage of this massive kill ability that we have. Conduit, great. Okay, I think that's okay. That was a little bit close to us there where it went off. Damn annoying trees getting in the way of where I'm trying to put my my Hydras down. Okay, this is potentially dangerous for us. Nope, Vesalius is gone. I didn't really want to fight around that corner. Oh, Enforcer. Alright, well, we'll grab all of this.
Hello.
So, Enforcer is one of the ones that we want. This is good. That's going straight in up here. That's going to improve the damage of our Hydras. Oh, looks like Custodian Misguards. So this was 15%, it's now 16.2. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pet's taking 90% less damage. That's not going to affect us at all. But we do want to just keep pumping this directly because the level per level return that we'll get from it is going to be worthwhile. So, Custodian Risk Guards, they come across. Scourge is okay. We're not going to use it. Might put it in the cube at some point. Drop those off, and we'll salvage up what we have. 225 blood shards. I'll wait until we've got more before we start gambling, and then we'll pick something and stick with it, like gambling for boots. We're back to regular Nephilim Rifts.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
I don't see where. Ah, there. Yeah, he was reasonably worthy. Worthy enough. You know, not disappointingly worthy. Okay, I think it's time we Archon it up. Oh, cool, we managed to get one more out of it. That's alright. That's certainly boosted our progress. There's another Garrigan level to boot. Grab these bits. No death's breaths. Ah, there's one from him. Ooh, a source. Now that's probably going to be Firebirds again, but if it's Chandottos, that would be certainly worth us thinking about temporarily. Because I do love exploding at things. Or at least if not now, then, you know, later on when we do the set dungeon bit. It just doesn't last long enough. It's such a shame. I mean, we get good mileage out of it for something that we're not actually aiming for. We definitely do okay. Likewise, little things like that where we're not even really going near the enemy and they're dying. I love the Hydras. If only I could get the Hydras to explode, like more than just the little Nova that they do. No, the Frost Nova is nice, but I want it to be doing damage.
I don't have enough arcane power. I am unstoppable.
Almost got another level. I'm not going to activate Archon just yet, because we'll get the Rift Guardian out soon. This will almost certainly be enough. Let's just wait for those explosions to finish. Greater of Keystone and chest armor. Awesome. Well, that was unexpected and very welcome. All in all, not a bad run, that one. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we do have Chandotto's Force. Delicious. We'll put it there and we'll remember that it's available. And we got a Necromancer Robe. Jeez, that's annoying. And Crushbane. Crushbane's nice, but no use to us at all. So we'll salvage both of these right up. If we find Chandotto's one, then I might switch over to it just because of that whole explosion thing. But for now, it's not necessary. Right, let's carry on working on our Greater Rift. Yeah, we can afford to empower this. Why not? Oh my god, we tried to teleport around that corner and that just did not happen. Okay, well we did okay with the follow-up murders.
Not ready yet.
Let's head back here because there was these orbs that we need. Just want to make sure nothing's getting away from us. Like these guys, hiding in the back. Shield pilot, that would be very nice. Alright, well let's push on with Reckless Abandon.
Need more time. Still winning. I don't have enough arcane power. Are nothing.
Yeah, time for us to explode again. I know we're not in danger of dying, but it does kill things significantly faster. And it's gone. We've still got a little bit of shield left. Really? A Waller just as it died.
Need more arcane power. Your defenses are nothing.
Well, they're definitely holding their own. Very little interaction from me to help them out. Obviously, when I'm channeling Arcane Torrent, their damage is increased, but at this level, it's not really necessary. They can kill things without that, which means we can manage our resources a little bit nicer. Right, that'll do. Let's move on.
I need arcane power. If only they could see me now.
This is definitely stopping me doing what I want to do. I love speed pylons with most characters, but it is making it very complicated for me to manage my resources. Okay, little bit of a kick forwards there. I do want to watch out because we're going to get the Rift Guardian in a moment, and if everything is on cooldown, then we'll be in trouble. Okay, this is going to be fine. There we go, fighting the Rift Tide. We get an amulet out of that, we get Molten Wildebeest Gizzard, which is basically just going to sit in our bag. Oh, that looks like Ancestor's Grace. Another potential get out of death free card. Alright, well, we've got a couple of more points to put in here. Let's do that. Tiny bit of resource mitigation. Oh, that is a significant damage increase. And a significant toughness increase. Alright, let's temporarily see what we'd have to sacrifice to get a socket in it. Probably the 16% life. I don't know which would be better to re-roll on it. I'd have to do some proper theory crafting. %16 is bang in the middle. Okay, so it goes from 14% better toughness to a little bit worse. And that's because it's losing the resistance. So yeah, that was a huge difference. Still, that is a lot of damage. A lot of damage increase. So we'll take this out, we'll put that in up there. And just in case, I mean, this thing is going to save our life if we completely screw up. You may as well wear that, I guess. Not really going to be doing anything for you, but the thought's there. It'd be interesting to go for Molten Wildebeest Gizzard for this character as well, just for the massive shield defense. Because 200% of our total life per sec, well, it's if your total life per second, not your total life. You can get it up quite big, and especially with Ashnagar's Bub Braces, it's got the potential to scale up quite huge. I wonder what the maximum life per second you could get is, without like just pumping that up to crazy levels, I mean. Because of course you could just keep putting more levels into Molten Wildebeest Gizzard. Let's start off with the big lead in. Might not have been the most sensible choice. There's nothing around that actually requires any form of smacking.
I am unstoppable.
Well, I'm sure we'll find some elites in a moment. There's some. Right, I was going around the edge. Let's get back to doing that. Splendid chest. Always take the loot. Ooh, I heard a gobbo. I'm actually probably in a good place to take on gobbos. So let's grab the frenzy try. Would it be nice if it was like a whole bandit shrine, or like just goblins sat around having a tea party, that kind of thing? But I'll take just a regular goblin and stealing his loot. I will always take that. Right, I think we've pretty much gone round most of the map. Let's start heading in. Death Breath and all the golden orbs. Certainly not the most packed of maps. But I do think that we're going to be in a good place with this character to clear rifts quickly at the end. I think that's something that we're definitely going to be able to do. Hopping around, dropping these guys down, and focusing on the elite packs. Hello, you. Well, he didn't last long. We got an enchantress focus, which is great if we had an enchantress. Trash mobs we can just run right into the middle of. Let our Hydras do all the heavy lifting. And loot whatever's left over. It is really handy them freezing things like that. Once I get it so the chilling of stuff at further distance is also in play, that's going to be... It's going to be like crowd control central. I know there's diminishing returns on the freeze effects, but I think the chilling effects still take hold.
Still waiting.
Ooh, let's grab that ring. This is not the way that we needed to go. Let's try up here. I am glad I went back for that. I nearly just pushed straight on. See flaming death appearing at different points. Always question, was that me? Of course it was me. So you guys are gone. We get another Death's Breath. Lovely. And it's almost Rift Guardian time. Well, he's already falling over. And we get a belt. Alright, we can't carry the belt. Let's drop that.
My bags are full.
Get that for Amber Wing. Pick up the Death's Breath. Right, that'll do.
I am returning to town.
So, it's the Wailing Host. That's going to go over here. And just in case we ever decide we're going to do the Legacy of Nightmares, we'll put nice stuff we find over there. Of course, the one that we get is for the Enchantress. I would have loved if that was the one for Cormac. We've got Devil Tongue, which is nice. We've got another Krelm's buff belt. Put it with the other one. And we got some Garrigan points. Salvage up all of that. Devil Tongue we can't really do much with other than just put it under the hammer. So away that goes. Over here. Save these bits. And we'll hop in for another Greater Rift. Can't afford to empower, but we can up. It's up to 28. I'm feeling risky. Alright, not a bad start.
Need more time. How does that feel?
This is certainly going to be helping us. Pretty certain it doesn't count as us doing attacks though for the purposes of shielding. I would love it if your shield visually changed based on how strong it currently was, like if it was more than your current life or less than your current life.
How does that feel?
Alright. You! I can kill you before the time runs out. There we go. Power pylon, lovely. I'll take all of these things that are being sent my way. Yeah, we're definitely not the most efficient in terms of our resources, but that's fine. We don't need to be efficient. over halfway through this time. Hey, shield pylon. As always, this massively changes our actual play focus. Yeah, I don't think we want to go that way. I think we want to come this way. Use. Still got the shield pylon. Still got half a shield left. And this is definitely at the kind of difficulty where I need to be paying attention to that. We've very quickly scaled up from Torment 5 comfortable to Torment 6 comfortable. I will say that. So it's almost certainly worth us putting the difficulty up when we get out of this. Or maybe we'll do that just at the start of the next episode. Of course, when things go horribly wrong, we'll end up finding ourselves running around without Ancestor's Grace. Oh, is that a channeling pylon up there? Lovely, I'll grab that. That'll get us straight back in when we're done. If we need it. And we probably won't need it. We got a ring, we got a belt, and we got Gem of Ease. Well, the Gem of Ease is reasonably nice. We are going to put a socket in this at some... Well, we're probably going to re-roll it a whole bunch before we put a socket in it. So, for now, we'll just keep putting Enforcer up. It is directly improving our pets. So, another 4 points go in over here. We got an Ancient Unity. Well, Unity's not one I was actually considering, but... I'll put it in there just for now. It's certainly not going to hurt. Yeah, we can salvage up Vigilante's belt. It's slightly better than what we've got at the moment. We're not using signature spells. So, actually, yeah, we'll wear it. Shame of Delcir can go across here. And the Gem of Ease can go in up there. The rest of this can all get salvaged up. And I think we're at a good point to do a little bit of gambling. So, Kadala, let's start having a chat about boots.
You look like you could use a new item of, don't forget, luck always changes. Do come back again. Do come back again. Maybe you can find a use for that.
We've got our first bit.
Someday.
We have our first bit. That's awesome. It's a little bit worse than what we have, but it is still our first bit. So let's have a look at what could be improved. The regenerate life per second could be changed into extra armor. That would improve our toughness, but reduce our recovery. But we don't really care that much about our recovery of life per second. We could re-roll the wave of force damage because that's not helping us at all. That's probably going to be the most sensible thing. And I can happily put that in and not worry about reducing the set bonus from here because we're still getting the Ring of Raw Grandeur bonus. So hands, shoulders, legs, torso, and head will be the next pieces. Let's move Firebirds onto the other page. So this swaggering stance can stay over here. All these boots. Right. I was going to do a little bit of re-rolling. So that wave of force damage can be certainly changed into anything else. Arcane Torrent damage is reasonable, but we don't care about our own damage. It's more about the pets. So for the moment, I'll go movement speed. 93 resist all, that's fine. That's a good, solid increase. And we'll salvage up all those spare boots. Alright, well we've probably got enough time for one more run through. So let's do one at Torment 5, and then start the next episode I'll up the difficulty. Didn't see what that was, but, you know, looting everything rather than looking. I hear a goblin. And we gained another Garrigan level.
Need more time.
I'm really happy that we've managed to find our first bit of Typhon spell. Also, we've got one of our legendary gems that we want. It may not be that we're going to end up sticking with Ice Blink and Enforcer all the way, but I think we're going to have them for a significant period of time, if nothing else. More Death Breaths. Lovely. It is not this way. Oh my god, this is such a waste. Such a waste of Archon mode. Got another elite. And his unfortunate brethren. I say unfortunate because, I mean, they did have shields on, and then their friends died, and then they didn't. And then they died. Burn that dead villager, that's what I say. Fleeting Shrine. Let's get ourselves going a little bit faster. Probably more useful for us than a speed pylon, but that's only because of the resource usage that ends up coming with it. Alright, let's speed on with our exploding. I do want to loot things on the way, I don't just want to leave them behind. It's definitely not the most efficient way of playing, but I just can't leave loot. Gotta grab it all. Ooh. Getting lots of cool things. Even more Death Press. We're going to be able to try some upgrades. come to think of it, given the number of potential boots that there are in the system, we got really lucky that, I mean, we went through a lot before we actually found an item, but we're lucky that the first item we got was Typhon's Veil.
Not ready yet.
There we go. Good selection of stuff.
Warming up.
Almost Rift Guardian time. Oh dear. We've ended up in a terrible place. Let's get out of that. Rift Guardians here. Where are they? I can't see anything. Harendi? Where in the blazes are you? Ooh, no. Don't be dropping the roof on me.
I can't pick up anything else.
Okay, let's drop that so I can get the...
I can't carry anymore.
That'll be fine. That's all we really need. I'll get the arcane dust as well. Head back to town.
Into town.
Looks like we've got Scorn in our inventory.
I didn't think I could get any better.
And up to Garrigan, level 88. Okay, while we're IDing, we'll just put these points in. And then we'll go through and salvage everything up. Pretty certain we're not going to want to hold on to any of it. So, Nutcracker, no. Scorn, no. And the gems, of course, go over here. And with that, it's, I'm afraid, going to be it for this episode. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As you can see, we're getting quite a bit stronger. We're going to be pushing up to Torment 6 at least next time. Maybe even Torment 7. I'll see how 6 feels and then, you know, kind of edge it on a little bit further. In fact, I may just go straight to 7. Either way, we've managed to find one bit of Typhon's Veil, so we're on our way towards actually building up the set we're aiming for. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.